Fielded at the 7. Jukes another one. Makes it out to the 37 as he's tackled. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Playing in your own building, a little extra adrenaline as they take the field. No surprise, this home team feeds and plays off the crowd. First play of the game, and already we're seeing an impact being made defensively.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. I know it's great flying through the air run, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Yeah, this group likes to be aggressive. An early incompletion is not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
3rd and long. It's Richardson. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. Caught at the 20-yard line. It's an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts take a 6-0 lead right away.
It's an old adage, but it's a true adage. Speed kills. And gosh, I love that, Kate. Right from the jump, you don't wait to get your playmaker started. Get him the ball early and put a fear of God into this defense.
Jason Sanders to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Colts will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Penix to the air to start us off. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
From the shotgun, Penix escapes the pocket. One little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
3rd down, it's Penix. That one complete to Pitts. And they get this down to 44 before he stops. That play good for 17 and a 1st down. Markers are reset. Here we go, ball at the 44.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They're going to run it here. It's for John Robinson. And he drives that punt backward on a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
To the air with Penix. Out to his wide out. It's a screen. And he gets back to the line, but no more. Working quickly here.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
They'll throw. 3rd and long. Finds his back. It's Robinson. Jumps away from one. And he's taken down at the 30. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that is good enough for an Atlanta 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
We'll go play action. Here's Penix. Bails out of the pocket quick. Brought in close to the 8. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons finish off their opening drive. Chris Olave Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yeah, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes. Not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ. I'm going to guess so until that defense proves they can stop it.
Cade York to kick off.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10.
Ready.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Into traffic, complete. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance is going to finally appear.
No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 47-yard.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Hits him on the in route. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
They gain 11 on that play, and that is good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
He's got a man left. They haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
Gain of 16 yards. First down.
Throwing now, another shotgun. Escapes his grasp. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Pete, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions. Well, that wasn't a pass, it was a scramble. But the net's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Ready?
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Let's go now. Ready.
Now for the first time, it's a game to the rookie from Wake Forest. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Hey, I know the temptation is there. If I'm thinking in the booth, I know that play caller is too. There could have been a chance to be aggressive. Not the case. Go get the 1st down like they did, and a new set of downs to work with.
Dive play straight ahead. That is exactly why you rally to the football. He got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gets more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9, all the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Pass to 60. Ready.
Richardson escapes out to the left. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, they got real sticky, stayed tight and forced the throwaway.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Get it? 1970 Timberwolves.
Third and long for him here. Catch made. It's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a first and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll.
And he gets in. Touchdown! The Colts break the tie here in the first. It's an Anthony Richardson touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. The fact that they pulled that out on a first and goal, Brock, didn't wait for a later down. Gotta imagine that played a part in its success, don't you?
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. It sure did. And I would have loved to seen those eyes in the huddle, right? When you call QB sneak and you look at those guys in the huddle, the big guys in particular, many times they will tell you with their body language, we're ready to go. And that group certainly was.
Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Colts take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Penix here from the gun. Work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. Rough start to this set of downs. Now 14 to go on second. Penix working from the gun. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Here he goes, third and long. Goes right downfield to Olave. He's going to have this down at the 42-yard line. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. The Colts have taken the early lead. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They're looking at first down here. Here's Robinson up the middle. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 26. And that's a Falcon first down. It goes to the hurry-up offense here.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Penix on first down. That's incomplete left side.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Penix to throw again on second. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now this is the dreaded sight anytime there's a sack. He's hurting after taking that hit, and they're going to get out there to check on him. Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Here's the backup. First throw. It's complete. This is Olave. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Chris Olave with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. A second touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
York tacks on that extra point. And the Falcons tie things up at 14.
Cade York to kick off.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Has this at the 6. Showing a little burst so far. And an excellent effort there sets him up almost at midfield.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Short pass brought in. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Good offenses, okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Richardson back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. We'll air it out on 3rd. And this one is launched downfield. He's got it inside the 10. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then.
And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Colts take a 2nd quarter lead. It's an Anthony Richardson touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game.
With that score, this is now a time where this defense is going to get on that sideline, look at each other, and say, hey, we got to play this quarterback a whole lot more honest because he is doing damage with his legs.
Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Colts break that tie and now lead by 7. Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Airing it out to start this drive. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Colts are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. We've set it down from 37. Richardson fires quickly out wide. This gets down to about the 36-yard line. Junior Colson bringing an end to that play.
That's a 36-yard line.
On the jump.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing now, Richardson. Cut out left. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll be first down Colts.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
All set now. First and 10. From the red zone on first. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Ready?
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10.
Down. 70 Rangers. Hawk 70. Ready?
Back to the air. It's Richardson. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
18, 5, ready?
Richardson to throw again. Complete beyond the marker. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts parlay the interception into points. It is a word broadcasters hesitate to use for a lot of reasons, but 4 touchdowns in 4 drives, Brock. I think we can throw it out here. Perfection thus far.
Yeah, this game will humble you at this level. I mean, this is the best of the best playing it, and you don't normally see this kind of execution and this kind of efficiency, so I understand that word perfection. I will remind everybody, though, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready?
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is first and 10.
Ready?
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
36-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
Come on. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Taffer was looking for Kyle Pitts. And things look tougher now with third and long. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there'll be more interceptions.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tried getting it to Chris Olave. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
As he gets it beyond the 30. First down now, ball at the 33.
Let's go now.
Now the tight ends in motion left.
Cougar 19.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. That was Xavier Watts getting in there defensively.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Richardson now. Complete out to the right. And he's tackled for a short gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep them short of the sticks.
Falcons go nickel, third down. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. For big yards on the right side. And he's brought down beyond the marker. So a first down for them as we've hit the 2-minute warning. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Tackled there by James Pierce.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a first and goal.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Four downs to get this across. Here's first and goal. Working inside the red zone. Did not like what he was seeing, Bronson. He's just going to hurl this one away.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, it kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
60 vices.
Here's Richardson. We'll get this out quickly to Mitchell. He has the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts boat racing them to the halftime locker room. It's an Adnan Mitchell touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
That one right down the middle. And the Colts stretch their lead to 21. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out first and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Viking 18. Let's go.
They'll throw to start the drive. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
He puts juice on the deep throw down the middle. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they're staring at 4th and long. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. Dancing past him. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Out close to the 30.
Ready, set.
Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. That's another quick hitter. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Looking for a pass on second and short. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Richardson now, 3rd and 2. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
That's taken at the 15. And this return's going to leave him with enough time for definitely 2, maybe even 3 plays before halftime. And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. This charge towards the line, it's right around 3 yards. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
At the 24-yard line.
They'll stick with the ground game here. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 3rd down, they need 7.
Ready.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. Tried getting it to Chris Olave. And now they're staring at a 4th down. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here comes the final play of our first half.
Here we go. Start. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
The final throw before the break. He's got a man left. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break.
Boy, what? That man was running straight to the end zone, dog. You didn't even want to try to tackle me. This shit's funny as fuck. Like 50 yards downfield, waiting for me in the end zone.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10.
Let's go. Bronco 80. Ready.
Airing it out to start this drive. Man, it's Drake London. And he has it right near midfield here. It's like about a yard short. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Oh, just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45.
Come on, come on. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
On the shotgun, it's Richardson. Chased out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. And he will wind up out of bounds after a 1st down gain of right around 3 yards.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be first down Colts.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
It's cut left side by Mitchell. He takes this one in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts push their lead further to start the half. It's an Adnan Mitchell touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Sanders connects on the point after. And the Colts continue piling on to this lead.
Falcons 14.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive.
On the jump.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. This is thrown towards a defender instead, and then he's the one who makes a play on football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on first down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Go. Ready.
Looking to throw here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Brooks has it knocked loose. The Colts pick it up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You know, Kate, we talk about these wide receivers all the time and their incredible body control, but I'll say this, these pass rushers in this day and age, the body control they have to get home on these sacks, but more importantly, to create these strip sacks is so hard to do, and that is a master's class in how to take the ball away. Well done.
14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Taken in by Mitchell, right side. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. Wrong time to get caught for holding. Backed him up as they'll retry this 1st and goal. To throw, Richardson. And he finds him in the end zone for the Indy touchdown. The Colts capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
And things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line.
Okay, ready.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Completed over the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
He's going to get this to the opposing 41. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you got to admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock. And physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Ready.
2nd and 10, and they'll stick to the air. Hauled in by Olave, left side. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
Get it. Go.
Throwing from the gun. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. He had it for a moment, but a quick defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
That's cut beyond the marker. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down, and a drive a lot of us thought had stalled out. He's going to carry on. No, they get him yet again. Nick Cross has it. And the Colts are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Gets it to him on the screen. Hurries this across the 25. Past the 45. And finally they get to him and send him out as this gets all the way into enemy territory. So flip the field, folks. It's 1st and 10 inside of enemy territory now. Completed to his running back. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that is good for an Indianapolis 1st down. From the red zone on 1st. Got to it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. This one misses the tight end. So 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw. Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
It's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not off the marker. They've got 1st and goal.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time?
He takes this one in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's an Adnan Mitchell touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Colts grow their lead yet again. Ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Cougar 19.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So second down now after the incompletion.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Back to throw. Finds a man, right side. And the Colts pick it up. No one's around him. He's got space. And they'll take over a little further upfield thanks to that return.
And there is nothing like a defense taking the ball away for you. Right? It's all about the ball. It's all about, you hear me preach that all the time. Get the ball back. Will they get the ball back? With a little extra bonus on that return as well.
Richardson fires quickly out wide. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Brought in right side. Has room into the secondary. He takes this one in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts grow their lead on the turnover. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one. More than likely for more games to come.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10.
Ready.
Here's Robinson, second drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
On second down, Robinson. He hits the opening for about 9 yards, but still third down coming up.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
19 Tiger.
So just one quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Falcon football, but this late, that lead might be too much for them to overcome. Third and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. Buying some time left. Fights off the pressure. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Now can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. They connect for the first. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Look at that, no worry at all from their sideline, Brock. A 13-yard pickup on 4th down. That was impressive.
Let's go now.
They'll throw it here on 1st. Throw came out right as the defense got to it. That's an incomplete pass.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that is good enough for Atlanta 1st down.
33-yard line.
Ready. Bronco 80. Go.
Sticking to the air here. Finds his back. It's Robinson. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
Looking for a pass on second and short. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3. Trying one here with Robinson. He's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that's a Falcon first down.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to win right through you.
Only able to get back to the line on that first down play, so no gain.
No gain on the play.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
12-yard line.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw. Finding the round back-to-back plays. And this is all for cosmetics as he's in for the late touchdown. The Falcons putting up points in a game decided. Chris Olave with the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons cut into the lead by another point. Now it's York to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops. All right, starting the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Motioning one of the tight ends. On 1st down, they'll run. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it'll be 1st down Colts.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offensive confidence.
On the design run, here's Richardson. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down.
Ready.
It's a design keeper. It's Richardson. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. It's a design run for Richardson.